straight
I don't know
into
if I
game,
agree with the
ladies and
lineup
gentlemen.
rating.
The Ohio brothers.
Who do you think has a better
chance
comp
to
here?
drag the Malaysian champions,
Oh,
the
I
last
gotta see
hope
again.
of Malaysia,
I think I'd
down
say
with them
Malaysia does.
to the depths of elimination, and it comes down to this game right here. Will the Homeboys prevail? Will they give one final fight to take it to game 3?
Here we are. This is match point for the side of TOB. Homeboy's going to be playing on the blue side. TOB going to be playing on the red side.
Match
Let's
point.
talk about timings. Let's talk about the flow of the game, Wolf, because right now, what are we looking like for the side of TOB? Because
Both
they're the ones
junglers
who are
get a
gonna be
bit of
setting the tempo
assistance
overall.
from their
Honestly,
gold
the first 2
laners.
minutes of the game, I kinda
Zorn
wanna give it
forces
to
out the
Homeboys.
retribution from best player.
I don't know.
He might be dead here.
Wow.
Oh, no.
He's dead, he's dead.
He's dead.
Wait, he's dead.
I take it
Boom
back.
with the
He's dead.
flicker.
I take it back.
Good flicker.
You know
Stop
what?
talking.
I gotta
Miracle.
stop
No, I like
talking
TOB's
now.
comp more. I hate them.
Oh, you say that after the fucking first blood,
No,
perhaps.
I said that right before it.
Say it
You didn't
after
hear
the
me.
first blood, perhaps.
My
I
God.
did. You did say it.
Look, buddy, at this point, expecting Zorn to be giving away first bloods, it's kind of the thing now, right? It's kind of the thing, and I think overall,
You know how I feel
especially
about
for the
Navaria
Homeboys, if it
players.
does
Oh,
start
an
to break
invade.
out into these
A little bit of an invade, a little bit of a cheeky chibi, but best player manages to get it.
Looks like BP.
Chibi might be in a bad spot. Chibi's dead.
Chibi's dead.
Chibi's dead.
Oh, Matilda.
The Matilda dash comes back at the perfect time. But he loses that bot camp.
No, he's good.
No, he's fine, but the bot camp is the
His I mean,
target.
Carl's jungle is still up.
Ba-boom!
He might
Sapa
wanna go
got
that.
that big one,
Double down.
Yep.
but not the
Well,
small
He
one.
did?
Yeah, he did.
I think that Chibi is not that
The fuck?
interested into invading it. So the reason why I say that the first 2 minutes
Not a
should
good
be
early
for
game for
is
Homeboys.
because they still have
Not at
build
all.
up as
Not
the,
a good early game.
as the Martis, and I believe that
That invade
some
cheese
junglers
did
would
not
say
go
that,
well.
like, Guinevere is
They're
not
doing
the
it.
strongest when it comes to like actual junglers.
They're
so you can
doing it.
invade it.
It's a little bit late, but they're doing it.
But they're doing
Let's
it.
just say the
It's
Matilda is
it's
aggressive,
very
you have the
fucking
Novara
late,
from long
but they're
distance.
doing it,
They
kinda.
doing
To
it.
level 4, you have a very strong turtle taking potential. But you have
Through,
to also-
Petrify goes out onto Sapat. Sapat is a bit of a low HP man and cannot get his ult off. Chibi will find Hoon though, and that's a simple 1-for-1 trade.
No.
Chibi gets flown to the Matilda Airlines. Chibi falls to the Matilda, or to the fucking
Milo
Guinevere,
swings down.
and the
God
Lord,
descending from
the turtle,
slap Chibi
goes in favor of the brothers.
Welcome to Ohio. TOB says right now with a win again onto the neutral objective. And Wolf, I gotta
Smack
talk
him,
about
Shark.
this matchup in
Big
the
ass
gold lane.
hammer.
Though Wan Wan has a
You
high
think that
skill
hammer
ceiling, I would
bigger,
say
twice
Claude
as big as
has the
Matilda's
same
skull would do a bit more
in this
damage?
matchup. It comes
Maybe,
down to skill
yeah,
matchup.
you would
Claude,
think.
all
You
you
would
need to
think.
do is
Must
dodge
be
away
the
from that
plushy-
back weakness point, and
plushy
that's
toy
what
hammer.
Zia's been able to do. He's actually controlling the wave.
It's just meant for looks.
That's
all.
Two pillows on the side of it. It's not even ice. It's just pillows.
When it comes to ease of execution in the laning stage, and when it comes to natural scaling, you would have
Chibi
to
loses-
give it to
or
the
Ryza
1-1.
loses
That's why
that
teams pick up something like Bruno, something like
Cannon.
Clint, perhaps going up against
Did he?
the 1-1. Sometimes
He didn't
the
lose
Bruno,
it, he
right?
just didn't
Because
last
they're
hit it.
Natural quote-unquote lane prio counters, but some gold laners will argue that if you want to win a series, if you want to win tournaments,
Steel
you better
planings
pick
and
up the
armor
Claude
boots. Wait, he's
versus the
getting
1-1
blade
because
armor
at
first
least
item. Carlos
then
on the
and
blade.
you
That
can
was the
actually
easiest one.
win with mechanical skill and with good team fighting. It actually gives you a way to win games.
And with the confidence that they have coming from game number 1, the momentum that they have,
Ooh.
I know Zia
Zorno
is
Fury has to
also
be
a
careful.
momentum-based player. Every single member on this
Get the back
team,
soon.
they want to just go for ego picks, but when
Retribution
they are in the
comes
zone,
out.
Whoa,
Jungler one
that's
level
a
difference.
questionable
That was
jump.
a weird little jump, and Zorn now would like to have a word with him about that. Chibi immunes the Shark
Oh,
ultimate
yeah,
with the
that's pretty
flicker.
bad from
That's
TOB,
2
pretty
flickers
bad.
coming out of TOB for absolutely
Yeah.
no.
No, I understand
Two
why
ults,
Nestor
two
went for
flickers,
the
two
play. I
ults.
think it was a bait
Yeah.
play,
This
but
turtle
then two
might be
flickers
looking
were
a little
great.
bit rough to
And
fight.
actually, Chibi
Might be.
just dodged that with Mortal Coil.
That's pretty
Well done,
questionable
GG.
decisions.
Feels good for now, but how long can they keep up this momentum, right? We're looking for Homeboys to kind of
Oh,
get
Chibi
the
and
initial
Sapat
lead
here.
at some point, or at
My
least
goats.
even
Sapat's
out
looking for
the
his get
economy,
back.
considering that the 1.5
Just
Wow.
freezing the
He
wave.
lost the
Milo
cannon.
did lose the
Yeah, he
cannon
lost that
minion.
cannon.
A small victory for the boys.
That's right.
But will it be
Especially now
enough?
that he'll
Find
will
out
be
next
looking
episode.
For a team fight around
On
the
Best
will
player
it-
drops
will
the
these-
turtle,
will this-
take the mid
Both
grab.
don't have the flicker, and their ultimates are also down, so that's a nice reset that Ohio brothers did.
Chibi says
Homeboys
fuck
have all
that
his
and goes
spells,
back to
but
his
TOB is
jungle.
missing two
Slight of
flickers.
poke damage from Warlord.
really, who needs
Yeah,
to be
2
pushing
flickers
pace is
gone,
Homeboys,
but I
right?
mean,
They need to get the
it might not
use
matter all
of
that
this
much.
bonus
Shark's
early on.
flicker
TOB
definitely
can
hurts to
continue
lose.
reset
Hoon's
all
not
over
too
and
bad
farm while
on a turtle.
simultaneously resetting the turtle.
And
This
the Lord
is not
resets.
good at all for Homeboys.
I don't think
BP1
Chibi
just
has
got a
time to
level
take
advantage
his
through
red.
baiting.
Actually, it looks like he
Chibi
does.
onto the turtle, and now they decide to poke at it again, making Chibi
Both
sweat,
junglers
making
just
Chibi
constantly sets and going back to the Lord. Chibi's coming now.
Oh,
Sapat making his moment. Chibi
Oh,
trying, but gets the Lord, the turtle.
It's really deep.
Sapat's deep. He's a deep man, but he's tanking it all.
Boon is
Boon
dead.
is on offsides and gets baboomed by the Cheeb.
Big win for Homeboys. Now,
Cheeb is now angry from that first game.
Cheeb.
I'm surprised that actually occurred.
Milo might be
Cheeb
looking
is
at a bit of a
hungry.
death
Milo
here.
gets
My
out.
lord, my god,
They're
gets
really
out
alive to make sure that he stays
as his
safe.
spider
That's gonna be
senses
a tier
tingle.
one down bot side.
And they lose the tower.
However, they do lose the tower and the turtle. A very unfortunate sequence of events coming out
Homeboys
for
the
TOB.
advantage in the early stages. And this is mainly because of Sepat.
Did I move my camera?
I moved
my camera.
brothers.
Did
Because they
I
have
move
the
my camera?
Pyramis, they naturally will
Ah,
want to be
Warlord
buckets
with a
where
little bit of the
the
vision and the huge snipe.
But
Now best player in
Spots.
trouble.
Oh,
He's gonna
best player's
fall.
low. Best player is Dunzo.
Right.
Rise at ult? Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
He's
I
scared,
know. Why
dude.
did he ult?
He's
Uh-huh.
scared, dude. That wind
Terrifying.
damage was kind of hurting.
Using the BMI, he should be able to
I wanna
get
see
out
you.
of it
Zorn.
because he's got super
Zorn
shot
getting a little bit of
Zorn.
pokey from Ziameth.
Zorn's not gonna die, right? Okay, he's fine.
The
he's
meth
fine,
man.
he's fine.
The Meth Man is doing the
Okay,
damage,
so
and now for the first time,
Milo
this,
meth.
for the first time in 6 minutes, Homeboys now has a gold advantage. Both junglers even gold.
Horribly back then, or maybe it was someone else.
Everybody's
but
even
man,
gold.
best
Literally
player, picking up
everybody.
the plate armor, this thing. I think I like this build. I think it is the actual.
Ziameth's damage is coming online. He saw Marky and Super Marco doing it. Now he wants a taste of the claw.
They really do. That's what I feel like they didn't
ZMF.
respect. Again, momentum.
Ah,
Kaluuya.
Double-edged sword, right? It makes
Mr.
you
Kaluuya,
very
man.
confident you are able to handle this
Zorn
fight maybe a bit
does have
better, more
Purify.
actually, I wouldn't say more
and he
Zorn,
will
Right,
have to
Purify
use
from
it there.
migration, really nice, but a quick purify from Zorn means that he's not going to be going down anytime soon. The
Carlos
real
might just
question is
ult him.
whether
It's
they
quite
find
squishy
the
now.
finish. 5 more seconds is with Till Turtle.
Zorn has to be really
Now,
scared
Ohio
walking up here
brothers.
without Purify.
The thing is, I would still say, staying at this goal disparity, this is only
That
a
was a
400
dumb
goal deficit,
dash
is
in
still
from
worth
Zorn.
it for them. They can scale.
Oh, best player goes in for the jump. Wait a minute, Sapat and Zorn.
Quite deep.
Sapat, Zorn definitely falls. Hoon flickers out. Sapat 1v3 like an animal. Chibi does get the turtle. Ziameth now has arrived at the scene. Rizal is here too, looking for blood. Rizal going for it. Rizal gets it.
He's alone.
Rizal looks a bit dunzo, but oh, two-man jump. But Chibi wants more.
Fucked up.
Sapat, you noob.
Oh, Carlos with the re-engage. Chibi?
Nah, I think it's a walk away now.
Sapat, you noob. The pot more like says shit.
Going up against the Faramis, they were able to poke, come back in again, and the 1-1.
Yeah.
In these long fights, you really
Shit
see
pot.
how he shines.
And we were saying about how the 1-1 is countered by both the
You should
Pyramis
teach him
as the
Terizla.
Said bot.
Your cook Terizla is so strong, chicken.
Just don't
Said
fight when
bot.
the Pyramis is there. Just don't fight with the Minotaur.
Teach him
Ah,
how to
yes,
teach
yes.
him how to
Oh,
Terizla and
Dude,
lose.
it's really just some Mamma Mia. The fucking Italian seasoning on the pizza.
I think this is looking a little bit rough now. Chibi has acquired the Radiant Armor.
I gotta say, the reason why they forced to pick up the 1-1, even when there's Faramis on the opposite end, it's because they know that Rizal plays well. And
Said
it's
bot.
actually a pretty good hero, but still, that was the 1-1. They're still S-tier heroes.
Now it's a bit of a swap, actually. If you take a look at game 1 and then game 2, Homeboys
Little
are the
bit-
ones
little
who
bit of a
love the
chicken
chaotic
maneuver-
skirmishes, and
maneuver.
The Ohio brothers are
He
the
thought he
ones
could tank
who
it,
need to
but
be
matter of
proper
fact,
front to back.
he could not.
Interesting.
Truth
Look
be
at
told.
them. Look at the Ohio brothers investing on many Kiras. That's the second Kiras that we've seen.
TV looks like
The blade
it's starting to
armor
get.
up
They're
on
starting to
the
really not
player.
do much. They're starting to all
Obviously,
hug
the
around
start
mid
of
lane.
To get to their heads.
Yeah, it looks like they're starting to just become a little bit more passive as Carlos now stands near mid lane for the majority of his time. Not looking to go anywhere near the side lanes at the moment. And he's still staying mid now, actually. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if he wants to go. I think it should be Athena. Yeah.
Should be
Is he
Athena
the
or
mid laner?
Twilight armor eventually.
I'd be.
Because this is gonna hurt them.
You're right.
They've stayed mid for like 2 minutes now.
Going to spawn, and it looks like
I don't know what that was.
Want to take control of it for the time being. They're going to be able to spot this out with Milo hiding on to the top side of the brush, but here comes the Astral Echoes. For some information, they only know Hoon
Chibi
is
does
there.
get control of
This
the
player
Lord, but
starts
probably
to
has to drop it
approach.
because that thing
This is where
does
it's going
hurt.
to get dangerous. Both
Quite
sides
hard,
looking converge
to
on
be
this so
honest with
far.
you. Zorn getting a little bit of poke from Hoon. All spells are up on both sides. All purifies, all flickers. Sapat on the back line, looking for best player 1. Sapat is quite a deep gentleman. Chibi falls. The Lord goes to best player 1. This is looking like a bit of a wipeout. Zorn 1 HP, dies. Sapat 1 HP, dies. My goat is alive. Wipeout. Boom, he lives. Oh, Malo.
The GOAT, the greatest of all time, the best of legends, the Kobe of MLBB.
What a throw. Holy fuck.
Matt, the LeBron, the Magic Johnson.
2-0? 2-0?
2-0? TOB? Homeboys out?
That's fucked, man. They won both teams in their group, and they get knocked out by a team that's already knocked out.
TOB's taking them down with them.
Down with the fucking ship.
I was actually surprised that Homeboys are still damaging
The
the
captain stays
Shark
in the
giving
ship.
Zorn a piece of his mind.
It failed horribly for them because now best player
Taste of his own
Shark
medicine.
says, no, you old man, you will not make it into playoffs. Not if I have anything to say about it.
It's only for the setup. It's the initial stun. The real stun is the Minoan Fury.
They 50-50'd it as well, right? They had the lead.
Oh,
5-man ult coming out. Sapat and Zorn do not appreciate those recalls. The snipe goes through. Wenwen's looking for her ult. The Famous ult comes out. Sapat is super deep. Dia goes in. Best player goes in. Hazel cannot find his ult. JB's still in the back line. Oh, Razzle falls. That's 3 for 1. Is this it?
GG? Is this it?
He's on the run as Sapat goes for the recall.
GG, is this it? This is it?
Sapat's dead. Or Zorn dead. This is it?
No, he ults the wave. No, he ults the wave for sure.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's so possible. Sapat's gonna try and clear the minions. Bravest fighter is already
But
out.
Sapat lives. Okay. It's not over.
Oh my god.
Too close for comfort.
Wait,
Oh
honestly,
my
they
god.
could have ended.
That was
No, they
Homeboys'
couldn't have.
decision. Active
Oh, never mind, the
decision
wave
to
just
go
spawned.
for the
No,
play,
I
for
forgot.
the chase. Understandably so. But then again, you can see that Super
Zorn
Shark
bot,
really
Chi bot,
well.
Sub bot,
The
War
timing
bot,
of the
Rai
Nether
bot,
was
War
coming
bot.
out.
the home
It
bots.
was perfect
The
because
home
that allowed
bot.
Homeboys to actually commit. Now, what they only needed to do
Oh
is
my
to make
God.
sure that Milo now lands in his,
home
his
bots
Petrify
here.
as well as the ultimate. And
Debut.
that actually was chained together because of Super Shark's ultimate afterwards. Then Zia comes in, baits out Sepat with the initiation to the backlines. Then they punish
Man,
him.
oh
The better
man.
bot wins.
Great box from the
The
Ohio
better
Brothers.
of the
My
two
goodness.
bots.
My real question
My
is,
lord.
why do
My lord.
it's now from Oppo from the Ohio Brothers?
I don't know. Maybe they've taken
Fireflux
a page
versus,
out of Zayo's
Black
ball,
Knicks?
because last time we saw Homeboys actually drop that
Yeah.
game is when Ryzel
Not too
was
off
getting
schedule
engaged
if
on both
TOB actually
Saul
wins this.
and Kid
The
Bomba.
5v5 bots,
Together,
best
right,
bot,
which is the
Hoon
exact
bot,
same with
super
Shark
bot,
and Yellow.
Zia bot,
bot.
my bot,
Like this. For NA,
bot
right?
low.
M3
That's
beat
funny.
and then they recover. M4, same thing for the
Is this a
Valley.
free
And
turtle?
now it's TOB.
Free lord?
That is basically having the same fate, and they're looking alive. They're looking great here, but also
Man.
Homeboys, they keep gambling here with
BTK
their
mentioned?
initiations, with
What
their
were we?
engages. Super Strike was
BTK the
the
Valley
Rizzo.
trying to compare
Rizzo.
the bots. Rizzo just ult onto nothing. Milo just petrified air. But that's part of the God's mentality, you know. Wait, best player quite low. Best player's low. Best player falls.
Best bot falls.
The best bot is the best bot.
Now this is going to be dangerous, right? It's a 4v5 against the Lord.
Yeah, I don't think that the Ohio Brothers
best
should
bot
be
has
fighting
fallen.
now. No, they don't have their ultimates too. All of them, they don't have the ultimates. And whereas Homeboys,
Bot low
they
with the
have
signature
all of the
Petrify.
battle spells. Well done, Homeboys.
Really nicely done.
Sep-
No retribution.
Zorn
Sep-
going in,
Engage.
Spot going in.
Homeboys gets
The
the
free lord for the side of G-Bots.
Until
the airlines pulls him out.
Let's get the Lord.
It's good.
Okay.
Homeboys have fought their way into a low.
Homebot versus TO bot.
And now the Ohio brothers
TO
will have
bot.
to do housekeeping. They need to do this
TO
really,
bot.
really well. A few
Homebot
times and that
versus
gold
TO
lead is
bot.
gone.
That was the perfect.
Still a 3k gold lead after that massive acquisition of a lord.
The Homeboys.
Quite rough.
They found
Al-
Alvaro
Massive bot
donated
play.
The first thing that they
20,000
did was to force
Indonesian
out the
rupiahs through
Nether
Super
Realm as well as
Chat.
the Minoan Fury.
ID
The
Naru.
rest is history as their
ID what?
The guy will have to back out. Yeah.
ID, NA,
When-
Russia.
When it comes to items, these are the proper items. Surely I said Twilight Armor earlier, but then again, with Athena Shield, that's even better because now you can actually hold the bushes.
Oh
They
man.
had to layer it, right?
Yeah.
The CC, and that's when Super Shark went in
Laggy,
too
laggy.
aggressive, all alone as well. It was isolated.
Whoa, Chibi!
Chibi caught out.
Oh no.
Chibot gets caught out.
He had mortar coils. He gets punished by the spatial migration.
But that is a high ground.
Now the Ohio Brothers-
That
Now
is a
the
Chibot.
high ground situation is actually clarified, and
Well,
both
they did
sides have
use
equal amounts of high grounds
this
in
inhibitor
the
turret
same
on
lanes.
If anything, that's quite
Mid
a
and
bit
top.
for Homeboys.
That was a Chibot
Surely
play.
That was a mistake.
It was a
from
little bit of a
GB,
bot
but I
play.
don't think I will be punished at all by the Ohio Brothers because they need to manage their lanes anyways. But no one from these two teams can afford to do that.
No, you really can't,
Nobody
man.
can.
We saw exactly what happens if you continue to do that. RQ Akira proved to us
Man,
that
Milo's damage.
Gusta going for the last hits. It
Wait,
proved
let me
to
see
be
it. That's what he
literally
does, dude.
costly
Don't talk
'cause
about
they
the
lost
GOAT
their
that way.
total lives. And now
That's
we're
right.
seeing
You're
it
right.
from kind of both of the teams. It was BP1.
Disrespecting our-
All right, let's make it even.
Milo's
Our
two sides of the
champion.
coin. You got the GOAT, greatest of all time, and then you got
He's
Botwell.
actually 4-0 and 8. All jokes
you're right,
aside.
wow.
Coming in. Very important against the
Holy
1-1.
shit,
I think best
you're right.
player,
I didn't even notice.
as well
How
as
dare
Fumi
I?
should also get it afterwards. Zia, Wind of Nature should be enough. And Ryzel is just too rich at this point. Rose Gold Meteor, there you go. Winner Tantron available.
Kinda
for
anyone's game at
best
this
player
point, though.
one.
And
Either
That's what
side.
you need.
Yep.
that's when it gets tough.
It really does, and more importantly so, I think for best player one, it fits his style, right? He's been finding some really good engages with the spatial migration.
GOAT doesn't
Whether
need
it's
damage,
this
you're
game
right.
or even
His
previous,
presence
this
is
Wind of
enough.
Years has been some quite fine
Mere fraction
work.
of his power.
So far, if you look at the pattern, the Ohio Brothers, they win not from Super Shark's initiation, it's from best player one. Super Shark is there to layer it on top of maybe...
Who do you think's winning
Homeboys'
this now? The
attempt
stakes
of
are almost
disengaging
equal. It's a
that guiding
17-minute
win.
game. Full builds will soon be
Anyone-
acquired.
anyone's
Every
game,
single
man.
soul except for Super Shark and Ozorn are level 15 in this game.
That's how
Anyone's
TOB
game.
have been winning. And right now, despite Homeboys getting
Make it-
laser
it's hard to
aims,
say,
they
man.
equalize the minion
The
wave.
poke
Because
from
TOB
Warlord
is
will
the-
come out.
Down to
Netherrealm is so
a
strong.
big
Who
fight
fucks
around
up
the Lord,
first?
and
Let's talk about that.
Basically.
That's base. Who's gonna
Who's the
fuck
big
up
boss
first?
that they have.
Who's gonna do the bigger bot
So
play?
TOB,
Chiebs did get that immortality, so he's trying to reduce
Best
his.
player is losing half his HP to the Lord.
That's the Lord hurts, dude. The Lord fucking hurts.
You have to have Guardian helmet or brace.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about with Guardian helmet and Lord.
There is the
I don't know what you're talking about.
That 3-hero po jungler.
I don't know what you're talking about. Look at Chibi's HP fall.
Especially because Zia
Bot.
doesn't have the purify.
Oh, it looks like
Wow, they're gonna rush this?
Wait a
Holy
minute!
fuck,
Landline
that-
gets the Lord!
The Lord
Holy hell.
Dragon form will try and chase anybody, doesn't
They ain't
find
give
What
a
a rush.
fuck.
I would look down at my
Homeboys
phone
go for the
Man,
for a
what is
second.
this game?
The Blitz.
The Blitz. I like it. I wonder what the
Kind of a bot
communication
play.
was and what information were given to Homeboys. Surely they saw that best player one is still dealing with maybe a buff or is actually out somewhere.
No, he was poked down. He was poked down by the Novaria. I'm just looking at the
Yes.
replay here. So, best player one left the Lord. It reset it, but it was at like a third of his HP, and then they took aggro of it again. So it didn't completely reset that. Definitely messed up with TOB's calculation. And I
Lord
just
is now
gotta say,
barreling
well
down
played
on the
overall.
high ground lane that they
Very,
just removed
very
not
good.
too
That
long ago.
decision might
Let's
have
see what
just given
happens.
them another shot at getting
Mid lane
the
tower
game
falls.
They might just try
TOB's
and go
lead
for
is
it here, but it
slowly
depends on who
going
makes
down
that
and
very
down.
First mistake, right?
Yeah.
The first
Both
Lord
teams
empowered minion waves are
nearly
starting to
approaching
crash
full
in.
builds
Mid-tier one
on
is already
everybody,
gonna collapse.
if not
They're
already.
gonna take their time with this to synchronize this wave
Poor
with
Lord.
the mid
The
one
Lord is
just
full
for another
HP.
inhibitor.
Zia is trying to
Zia's
chunk
gonna
that
put
thing
his
down.
whole
God.
Best player frontlining, but Chibi has a nice immune this time.
so freely like last time.
Top lane still has a massive
Really?
wave
High
of
grounds?
enhanced minions.
This is
Mid
the-
lane,
I don't think
a
they
little bit
even
late.
lose any high grounds.
Can pop the Astral Echo,
Maybe
or
not.
The Astral Sphere.
Maybe
Very
not.
difficult to deal with.
Both
That,
teams are playing
Wounded
passive.
receives a ton of damage.
Homeboys is probably
And
terrified,
big
dude. They
props
won
to
both
Mario
their
Brothers,
series and
actually,
they're about to get
using
knocked out
more
if they
inhibitors.
fuck
They
up
didn't win
again.
both.
This is mainly
They
because
lost
of
the devil.
the Fairness, right? It's a
Did
really
they?
good defense
Yeah,
here when it
they
comes
lost
to
the
like
devil.
Oh, two-man jump! Chibi's
matter.
immortality might be popped here. I don't know if they can finish him off, though. He uses his CC immunity, but the Mathilda all comes out.
Back off.
That's a resource down.
Navaria damage was kinda crazy.
One best player, one. He does not miss.
No, he doesn't.
Fosbury
No
Films
timing.
donated
Woo!
7
Right,
Australian
Jimmy
dollars
loses
and
that
99
immortality
cents through Super
lifeline.
Chat.
But TOB,
Milo
that play
player
has
1.
given
My
them
God, Warlord
another
damage.
Chance. It's just chances being made left and right at this point, right, for Homeboys and TOB, and we're getting to a point from any one of these
Damn,
members
Chibot.
will end with the game being
Throwing
ended.
away your immortality there.
Very important to take note of the immortalities for the teams. The fact that they forced out that on Chibi, sometimes it's more valuable actually than a pickoff, because when you die, you just respawn after 40 seconds. But if that's immortality, that's about what? 3 minutes, 5
Sapat
minutes?
getting vision
You're
of everybody
basically
here, does not
out
want to
with
get jumped on blindly. Decides to disengage.
Right? I mean, Chibi there, he didn't lose his life. but
It's
he did
Tiger
lose
Pow
an
donated
immortality.
£1 and
Meanwhile, for TOB, they're still
99 pence
pretty
through
good on
Super
that. They just
Chat.
item swap
Smelling
to
a
the
reverse
immortality
sweep.
later, and it's gonna be all good.
It might be a reverse sweep.
These small resource
It might be.
advantages,
The first
especially
game was
for a
really
artist in the
cheesy.
later
That's
stage
why
of the
this game
where
is
you
much
kind of
closer.
already lose
I
a
have
lot
a
of your
feeling you might be
power.
wrong.
It's gonna be tough for him to survive
No,
in this
TOB could win
situation.
this game
Going
still. I'm not saying
with
they
the
lost
quad
this
will be
game.
able to dish
It
damage,
could be a
jump
reverse
back
sweep
to
though.
that BMI. The poke is real for TOB. They just gotta be very, very careful.
Zia's
up
damage is
against
coming
that
up.
Novaria.
Man, next thing you're
Come
gonna say
up.
is TOB could play in
Forced
playoffs.
out long lane today. Long lane
What are you
this game is the
talking
top
about,
lane.
dude? Do you,
Well,
like,
not this
really,
game,
what the
but
fuck
in
are you
this
really
Lord
saying right now?
fight, It's
It could be a
Saying you
reverse
keep
sweep.
saying I have a feeling.
Yep, this is where it gets dangerous, right?
Alright, it can't be a reverse sweep. It is not possible on God's green earth that Homeboys win this game and the next.
Highly important. You gotta
It
make
just
sure
can't happen.
Do your chores, do your housekeeping. You can't let anything
That
slip
bends
anymore,
Einstein's
especially for the
theory
side
of
the
relativity,
Homeboys. The
actually.
Ohio brothers, on the other hand, they've
Chicken.
got some pretty decent, overall management all across the board. They're going to start pulling the Lord first.
Lord gets reset.
Just pulling it back and forth. I'm not too sure if they are misplacing themselves to reset it constantly or if it's planned, right? Because they do have the Claude up top. The reset makes sense.
Ball
but
pushing
now-
Homeboys with a little bit of a collapse situation. Sapat jumps in the best player, but he dashes out in the nick of time.
Mid.
Zia's a little bit late. They might have to deal with that mid lane wave though.
Zia.
Zia's trying to run with that wave. Milo goes in for the ult, and the Lord is still being held. Zorn is deep, man. Best player does not land the jump onto anybody. The wave gets cleared. Zorn goes in. TOB's kind of low here. They healed up from
What's Zia
middle.
doing?
Sapat going in onto a bush. Best player's half HP. Zorn is low.
Zorn dies! Who gets alive?
Chibi got it!
1 HP!
Best player's about to fall! Best player falls! Level mortality pop! Dwayne Reynolds is hitting a frozen Minotaur!
Minotaur.
Immortality popped! Rizal wanted it, but says fuck that. Have a nice day.
It's the Lord.
That Lord is barreling down in the third lane yet again.
A big retry win. 22 minutes in. Zorn's
Is it
dead,
good over?
one as well. Is it the
It might.
For sure, they have the Fabries, they have the Claude.
Maybe.
It's just up
Maybe.
to
I don't know,
whether
maybe another
they make
defense
the
and
mistake. Best player is
Homeboys don't even
responding,
contest.
Maybe. It might be over.
And what they need to do is somebody has to take care of the mid lane and then the top lane, so they can manage the lanes properly. You know what happened in that particular fight? It's interesting because Zia knew exactly that there's someone into that right bush in the mid lane.
Is it Gojo
but
over?
He missed the Art of Thievery. He lost the stacks. That's why he needed
Let's
to wrap
see.
up first. That's why his Blazing Duet wasn't as... I mean, his timing for the Blazing Duet was a little bit late for the Ohio brothers. And that... They wanted to kind of converge with the Blazing Duet and the Dragon Forward, but it didn't happen.
Even if they defend, they're definitely going to lose structures across the map.
Zia already half HP. Best player is alive. Two-man jump combined with the Minotaur, combined with the fucking Quad ult. Chibi trying to get out and does get out, but the Lord's on the base. Half HP for the base. Rizal looking for that top high ground, but cannot connect with it.
There's still one high ground. There is no Sapat.
Sapat is down.
5v4.
Sapat down.
The Ohio brothers and
My
Homeboys
God.
going
Down.
all out this game. Nothing to lose for the Ohio brothers, but their pride, and for Homeboys, their tournament lives still on the line. 7 to
What a
50. The
what
kill
a
lead is
bloodbath of a
irrelevant at
match.
this point. The kill lead as well. 24 minutes in, it comes down to one.
A little bit of a
7 to
fiesta.
15. A little bit of a fiesta. Zorn might be 0-5. It's part of the process, though.
They've shown
Yes.
they use some skills.
Ah,
It's
yes, the
left
feeding
bush in the-
process.
Left bush in the mid lane.
It's his old age.
I don't
Getting
want.
to it.
To be, I don't like how Zorn plays, man.
That should be the perk
I don't
for
like
both
it.
teams.
I think Zorn is
Believe
kind
that
of.
Chibi, or they have the immortality.
He's the DOS
Immortalities
demon.
are very important.
The DOS thought.
But
Supercharge will
it
not
gets
have
ahead
it
of him.
in
He
the
wastes
next
his
fight, which is
purify
very
sometimes
crucial.
because of
That's
it. He
also
dies
true for
sometimes
Foon.
because of it.
And these are important pickups for both teams.
It really is, and I think at this point we can finally take a breath right between these two teams going back and forth, time and time
Shark
again.
doesn't even have
So we have
flash.
a quick look at the items, right? 27
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, I think he's getting it
Sell
now.
it? I think he
He's
sold
getting
it.
it now.
I think he sold it
Maybe
for the
he sold
winter.
it.
What is the
He did.
miracle
Maybe.
plate that we're
Probably.
hoping to
Maybe we
achieve
should emote
inside both
charge.
Ohio Brothers
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well as the Homeboys, right?
Number 1 Sepat, I think he must be better on point. I think that so far the last Lord dances, he's missing the shots, but at the same time, the way that he forces Ohio Brothers to this position,
He'll be
it's Ohio
fiending for the
Brothers,
silent
beats
control.
Homeboys in a winning manner, so
Yeah,
maybe
trying to
that's
clear that
good
wave
for the
before
Ohio
this Lord
Brothers.
spawns.
Surely
Rizel
they
is
wanna
there ready to
combo
catch it.
their spells.
It
So
would really
far,
be best
Dragon
if they
Form
didn't clear the
hasn't
full
been-
wave and
it
just hit like
hasn't
the
been
minion a
deployed
little
properly
bit so
by
it's slow
TOB.
push. Because you clear it right
Ah,
away.
yes,
They
yes,
just clear it right away.
You know what would
Doing
really happen if
these
they
Lord
were cooked number
dances.
20 to Rizla?
Especially these
You know what would really happen?
If they bought like
Nothing.
5 Guardian helmets, they could really tank these.
If Yasu
Lord.
fucking got off the caster desk, went down there and played, he would probably win. He'd beat both
He might,
teams.
he might. Looks like TOB wants to take a page. Oh, no, they decided not to rush it.
They're not gonna rush this, are they?
Oh my god, Shark taking some big
Warlord
damage.
is coming online with this damage.
Is getting in.
He's
Shark is
being a
like
big
negative
nuisance
health.
with this poke.
Pushes, they have to, right?
This poke with Warlord is so helpful late game
Yeah.
with this Lord. Because the Lord always gets reset.
HP the Lord.
It
Carlos
doesn't
getting
look
poked
like the
out.
Lord will be reset, although that's 2 people with somewhat low HP. They don't want to reset it yet. They haven't made the call to reset it. Sapat goes in, ba-boom! Sapat goes in, Chibi's there for the retry, Chibi gets it!
That's it!
Sapat does fall! One for the Lord!
Keep going, the game's gonna keep going.
Oh,
They can't
big
end the
snipe.
34.
Big
Yeah,
snipe.
the Warlord is hurting, man.
Oh my
to
God.
win it. At this
They
point,
can't even end.
26 minutes in. What's
Pots?
Big
Died?
fucking
here? A
snipe.
kill with 60
Big snipe.
seconds on the dead timers or an evolved Lord. Wolf, I have to ask you.
I think Evolve Lord. I think Evolve Lord, especially when it does not respond as
I think
soon
Evolve
as
Lord's
you
gonna
die,
matter.
you
It's
know?
a
Thank you for
Fighting
watching, by the way, guys. Over 9,000 viewers.
Quite
Almost
quickly,
10.
so they might
Like
not
and
be able to
sub,
use
like
it.
and sub.
And my oh my, when
Terima kasih.
I got into M5, and
Mashallah.
especially in MPL,
Mashallah, my brother.
Chibi
Ryza
was the
looking
retry god, and now I'm seeing it
Another
before my
time
eyes.
for this high ground. The Gwyn has no
Oh,
jump.
Z getting poked.
Yeah, that Lord.
It'd be ideal.
Chibi retries on the Zia.
Now Chibi, look at him.
Look at Ryza with that poke. Huge.
Are actually sacrificing
But they
Oh,
cannot.
Zia.
the other side.
Oh
Defend.
man,
That's
this
some big
Lord is
poke.
still full HP even though Zia's been standing there looking for it. Calls with another jump, but he's about to die. Chibi gets pulled back into them. Zorn is gonna have to help him out here with that. No, Shark is low.
Yo, be
Shark is
struggling.
low. Ryzo goes in. Shark falls. Zia goes in with his ultimate, but does no damage.
The minions in the base!
Petrified onto air from Milo.
Wait, the minions, they're dead. They defend.
They might still keep going, man. That's Shark dead. I think they're gonna keep going.
5v4.
They cleared all the waves. They're gonna keep going.
This is now the 4v4.
They might. 20 minutes in. Zorn is in their face.
Winter,
Best player is falling. Use it to Winter Truncheon. Is it enough? Is it enough? Ryzo finds his ult onto Milo. It now goes on to the best player. Zorn is trying to hit the base. Zapat's on the base. The game is going to a game 3.
Game 3.
Game 3.
That it goes. We're going to game 3 for this series.
I guess
decide
Teal
Damn.
who makes it to the
Damn.
knockout stages.
What the
Do we
fuck?